order. Let's everyone stand and start with the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start with roll call and welcome everybody back to the wheel right, so to speak.
Mayor Kartika,
Here.
Councilmember Peterson,
Here.
McKinney, Rochford,
Here.
Goble,
Here.
Perez, absent, Harrison, absent, City Manager Vanderbus.
Here.
Clerk Bachman speaking.
We'll start with the approval of minutes from our last meeting, which was July the 6th. I'll go ahead and approve those minutes. I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second.
Second by Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And any public discussion? Okay, I think we'll move along. Our first order of business is to approve the extension of contracts for the police and the Teamsters unions ending June the 30th, 2020. They'll now end December 31st, 2020, with negotiations starting on or about October 1st of 2020.
Why are we doing that, or what?
We, in discussions that we've had with respect to any salary adjustments, we have some concerns about the ongoing state payments. If there's going to be any interruption of those because of the deficit that's being faced on the state level. And those are pretty significant amounts that we want to make sure that we've got some assurances that the state's going to be paying us those revenue sharing payments as originally intended. We should know after the first quarter of this fiscal year.
So our books end in June, okay?
Yeah.
So who requested that?
We just talked to the union people about it, with the reps and the stewards here, about our concerns about what sort of revenue pressure that could come about because of this, and we wanted to have a little time to take a look at it.
The current contract.
We're just extending the current contracts for 6 months.
Make a motion to move the extension.
Motion by Dick,
I'll second.
second by Nick.
Okay. Goble,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Rochford,
Yes.
Mayor Kartika.
Yes. And then our second order of business this afternoon is the Michigan Municipal League Workers' Compensation, the official ballot for 2020.
This is an annual election that MML asked to participate in.
I'll make a motion to accept the compensation from the official ballot.
One second.
And second by Dick.
Councilmember McKinney,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Goble,
Yes.
Rochford,
Yes.
Mayor Kartika.
Yes. Okay, and that's all we have as far as the order of the general order of business, and I'll send it over to Eric for our finance committee. Excuse me.
Finance met and recommended the quote of the $4,800 and change to CCI for samplers for the wastewater treatment plant. Scott's here if anybody's got any questions regarding that.
Brief synopsis. This will give us 4 to 20 milliamp signals
at our sampler locations and at a couple of our other chemical feed locations that don't have them now. The state is getting squonky about wanting truly flow proportion samples. And then our other couple of chemical feeds, this moves us towards being able to do that with them too. So ultimately, this thing will pretty much pay for itself in chemical savings down the road.
Which is a one-time shot.
Right, this isn't a rental amount or anything. This is actually doing some programming and just getting the wires to where they need to be.
I make motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Motion by Lincoln, second by Nick.
Okay, Mayor Kaczynski,
Yes.
Councilmember McKinney,
Yes.
Rochford,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
and Gobel.
Yes. And also then we have the payment of bills of $36,000 and change through July 9th.
Make the motion to pay the bills.
I'll second. Motion by Dick, second by Lisa.
Councilmember Gobel,
Yes.
Mayor Kaczynski,
Yes.
Councilmember Peterson,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
and Rochford.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Eric. Thank you, everybody. Okay, moving on to mayor and council comments. Dick?
I made a suggestion, and I just want to follow up on it a little bit. That we should somehow on the walking trail put Nick's name on there, and Becky, and Mr. Bolsar, or anybody who had, the mayor, anybody who had anything to do with that, should be something like that. Right up there, well, it could be just on a wooden plot. At the park, so it wouldn't be too much, wouldn't be cost or something like that. I think they did a lot of work, and they sure need the credit, because there's a lot of people that say how nice it is. Stranger people that don't really live it.
Very nice. It's been a great addition to the community. There's no doubt about that.
You should be congratulated, Nichols, and the other people too.
So how do we go about getting that done?
We're trying to get the people from the Spicer Group that worked with us on a grant to come and meet with us, and we hopefully we're going to be able to get something set up for next week, and maybe we can discuss it at that committee.
At that meeting, are you gonna discuss the condition of it?
Oh, yeah.
That's under warranty, and
Yeah.
the contractor's already agreed, along with the asphalt company, that repairs need to be made.
Okay, yeah, that way we can include that at that meeting. Is that okay, Dick?
You say something?
Oh, I said, is that okay? We'll include that with the meeting when the Spicer Group comes, and that way we can.
Just a suggestion.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good, and that way we can decide what we're gonna do and where we'll put it, and go like that. Okay, very good. Anything else this afternoon?
Well, I think we ought to thank our police force, that they do a great job. And we should shut this highway off there again for another deal. I made $200, I can charge for all going by my house. One of the best days I've ever had.
It's called marketing opportunity, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Nick?
One, maybe something for a finance committee or someone for us to look into. I know over the last 9 years, we've had a few tax abatements we've issued for businesses and make sure they're fulfilling those requirements, and if not, we need to be looking at that for income and revenue. So, I always say, I don't know if they've all expired or not.
Not all of them. I mean, as far as compliance with what the original terms were?
Yes.
Yeah, we monitor that every year.
Okay.
That's on an annual basis.
Okay.
We've had, it's all been 100% compliance
Okay.
up to this point.
All right.
Did the auditors follow up on that? Who does it?
No, we just get the report out annually and then ask for the information from the plants. Most of it has to do with employment numbers.
Okay.
Actually, I think probably 98% of it all is tied to the number of employees.
Yeah, I know we did one for the old Kmart building, that was one too, wondering about whatever happened with that. And then I guess looking at walking path, the historical signs, did those get made or are we still?
We got the post in last week,
Okay,
so
okay.
we've definitely finally gotten somewhere. We finally have a firm commitment from a sign company. I know Becky and I have been dealing with one sign company, now with another one, and then for some reason it's had a very difficult time getting it to get produced. But
This,
it is coming.
yes, this company that we switched to is amazing. We got farther in 2 weeks than we got in months.
Great.
And that's holding up all our reimbursement on the grant too.
Yeah.
We want to get it in, yeah.
Yes.
I haven't heard from the hockey association. I've been texting, trying to get their engineering plans, so
Oh.
I think as a city, I think we just go ahead with our splash pad however we want it.
I would agree 100%.
Well, yeah, that's,
They've had over a year, and it's not us holding them up, it's them, so.
no, I think that's a good idea that we can go forth with finally our splash pad.
They change about every couple of years. I mean, like going back to kids come up with the parents are all excited about it, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden they go up the next level, and the parents coming up don't aren't as aggressive as the ones that left.
Yeah. And then, so maybe when we have another meeting with walking path, I know we were gonna meet with probably somebody out of Myers and look at gates and some other options, so
Yep.
hopefully as things stay as they are, we can get that set. And then the last thing I had was our police department's done a very good job. Nice with the last letter they had, and just my 2 cents on things, that if they talk about starting to lock things down or stay-at-home orders, our police department's got to turn around and say, who's going to enforce it? You know, I think these cities and counties need to start pushing back and saying, it's not a law, it's not officially made a law, it didn't go through the law channels, it's an executive order, who's going to enforce it? So. Chief isn't here, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely been a topic of discussion.
Yeah. So, that's just, if they wanna go and say, oh, you're gonna stay at home again, I'm gonna say, we didn't enforce it the first time, it's not gonna be done the second, so. The more people that stand up to it and say, the new norm is this. So,
Okay. Derek?
I just had an issue with our lawsuit there with Palmer. We're not, there's no negotiation or plans to give them a discount or anything like this.
None whatsoever. I mean, that still is a possibility somewhere down the road, but we're nowhere near that.
Oh, I had,
Okay. Clark?
well, said, thank you.
Okay, no, and I don't, what I had on my little list has already been touched base on, so I'm good, so, deal?
Well, I just wanted to bring up today, we are open, the front door is open from 9 to 3 every day still. This is the 3rd week we've had the door open under the new order that allowed us to allow customer traffic in again. The customer count is way down. We're probably only getting about 25% of the people that typically would come in and drop off their utility bills or their tax payments that we have in the past. They've been using the drop box, and that seems to be what most everybody's comfortable with at this point in time. So the actual number of, the percentage of people coming in wearing masks has been 75–80%. So I mean, that's been pretty good compliance. And the ones that do come in, I mean, they come in, they drop off the payment, they go right back out. There's no interaction physically with anybody in any way, shape, or form. They're pretty much isolated out here by themselves. So that's moving along pretty good. And obviously, as things change or evolve, we'll keep adjusting that. Hopefully more open as opposed to going the other way.
But we are here all day. Like, we're here the whole time. It's just walk-in hours are 9 to 3. So they can call us still at any time.
And if somebody wants to come in for a meeting at 7:30, then, I will meet with them, whatever the case may be too. That's not an issue. It's just, anything that would be outside of those hours, all you have to do is give us a call and we'll make arrangements.
Okay,
Thanks.
anything else? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Everybody have a good night.